I had 31 teeth. I know, the average is 32. When I was 17, I got hit in the face with a soccer ball, full force, knocked out my upper right incisor. Yep, just 31 teeth. Made for a good story whenever someone asked me about the gap in my mouth. Then that gap vanished about 3 weeks ago, right after a visit to the dentist's. What a time to go to the dentist, right? But I felt a hole in one of my molars and I couldn't put off getting it looked at. My normal guy was out with the flu. New dentist was this chick, named Dr. Mills. She didn't seem so bad. I thought she was kind of pretty. But I was more focused on the pain in my tooth than the attractiveness of my new dentist. Maybe I should have paid more attention. The day after the appointment, I woke up with 32 teeth. I didn't even notice at first. I mean, why would I? I don't count my teeth. I doubt you do either. But I did notice something looked weird. I couldn't put my finger on it, of course. Not until I was having a snack. Apples with caramel dipping sauce. I was on a diet, and that was my cheat for the day. I bit into the apple when I felt it. That small, hard object on my tongue that had that oh-so-familiar bloody taste to it. Immediately, I spat out everything onto the table, and among the bits of chewed apple and spit-infused caramel was a bright white tooth. Ew, I know. Disgusting. I picked up the tooth, running my tongue alongside the remaining ones in my mouth to see which one was missing. You can imagine my surprise when none of them felt like they were missing. None of them at all. I headed for the bathroom to double check, still keeping the tooth clutched tightly in my hand. I opened my mouth, wide as I could, shined a flashlight down there to look for any gaps. Nothing. Zilch. Nada. No gaps. None at all. That's when I realized that, yes, there was in fact 32 teeth in my mouth. One more than previously, instead of one more missing. I rationalized it, of course. I mean, I was eating. Maybe it was a piece of an apple. I told myself as I chucked the tooth away in the trash. Of course, I didn't have an answer as to why I had my incisor back. But who knows? Maybe I miscounted. Maybe there was only 31 teeth, and they just readjusted themselves while Dr. Mills was handling my cavity. I know, I'm stupid. I don't need your sass. Just work with me here. By the time I went to bed that night, I was almost convinced that this was all just a massive overreaction. It was nothing. I hate being a bother, you know. When I woke up the next morning, I sat up and almost choked to death on a mouthful of teeth. 6 teeth, to be exact. The feeling of all the small hard objects flying into the back of my throat immediately had me gagging and heaving. I was lucky not to have actually thrown up. Still, all those teeth scattered across my bed, 2 of them actually landing on my floor to be battered around by my cat, Socks. Yeah, I gathered them up the best I could. I possibly missed one, but I was still more focused on the fact that no matter how much I felt around with my tongue, I couldn't feel a single missing tooth. My gums did feel sore and oversensitive, but what the hell? What were those things if they weren't teeth? I went to the mirror again, clutching the handful of teeth. 3 molars, 1 canine, 2 of my front teeth. Yet, even as I opened my mouth to look in the mirror, there was nothing wrong. I had 33 teeth in total, each one looking fine, if not a little crooked here and there. The teeth I now kept in a small bowl in the fridge. I immediately tried calling my dentist to make an appointment because I just had no idea what these things could be but teeth. For the first time since I'd started going to that office though, I rung out. No one picked up. No machine, nothing. I called again, of course. I called 6 times that day, and I've lost count of the times I've called since then. I work from home. I don't see people often, and I'm not close to my family. I'm what most people might call a hermit. I didn't really have anyone to turn to with all of this. And what else did I do? Of course, I googled. There's lots of reasons people can lose their teeth. Poor dental care, which, no. I brush twice a day, flossed, try to avoid too many sugary sweets, and I don't smoke or chew tobacco. You can also lose your teeth when you get older, which is also not fitting for me. I'm only 29, and other than this new teeth issue, my health was reasonably good. Also, there's the completely unexplainable fact that I wasn't missing any teeth. I just kept losing them. I had 34 mostly normal teeth in my mouth, save for a few that looked strangely sharper than your average human tooth. I was considering going to the doctor a few days in, because of course, why shouldn't I? But it's really hard to get a doctor's visit where I live right now, and because I felt physically fine, it was hard to rationalize taking a slot for someone who actually needed help. Maybe I'm an idiot, but that's just how I am. I keep making excuses. I don't like causing a fuss. Well, I'm sure you've noticed there's been a small inconsistency with my tale, as of this far. I didn't even really let it sink in until I felt my jaw start to twinge, like I'd been grinding my teeth in my sleep. I spent an hour in the bathroom counting my teeth. I was up to 42 by then. 42 teeth. People should have 32 teeth. 10 more than needed, and my jaw is having to expand to fit the new additions. Upper jaw, mostly. I am now rocking one hell of an overbite. I haven't gone outside since. Grocery delivery is a saviour in these dark times. This is past natural. I'm still spitting out more teeth, even though there's even less of a gap. They are all running into each other, so crooked and ragged. I never thought I could loathe my face more, but with my upper jaw overhanging the lower jaw by a good 3 inches now, I do hate it. My skin's all stretched, and some of my new teeth are actually poking out from between my lips, like some fucked up crocodile. If you look at me straight on, it's not nearly so bad, but my profile is just earth. I'm a monster now, losing and gaining so many teeth. My jaw aches so badly I can barely sleep. I spit out globs of red whenever I chomp down a bit too hard on something. Blood along with the white shards and splinters of what are no doubt pieces of bone. I finally snuck out last night to talk to my dentist. They hadn't answered my calls to the point I was getting paranoid, like they saw it was me and chose to ignore me. I'm thankful for the whole mask order in my state right now. It's easy to hide my mutant fucking face like that. I drove through town, heading right for my dentist's office. How strange this adventure has gotten. I get to my office and guess what? It's vacant, up for sale. It's no longer my dentist's office. It's just an empty building. I'm up to 68 teeth. My jaw hurts so bad, I can't get my personal dentist on the phone. It's like they're just gone. And as for Dr. Mills, well, I don't know where she went or what she did, but I have a sneaking suspicion she was not your average dentist.
Hello listeners, if you enjoyed this story, please check out the author in the description. For more content, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more sinister readings.